YouTube, Mad Dog here. Welcome back to my channel first and foremost. This video is a bit of an update on the old charcoal starter, the old £5 improvised hobo stove that I got from Aldi, or my missus got from Aldi. Basically tonight I've got some beans on the go. As you can see, again, let's get my glove here, that's getting quite warm. Cheap pan, improvised fork handle, as in the previous video, you know, check them out. So I've got some standard old beans on the go here, you know, boring campfire grub, another homemade spoon. This one's a bit larger, a bit flatter this time than the previous one. Again, just rough-assed by me, you know, nothing flash or fancy. Just feels nice when you're eating from a an implement that you've made yourself. So just feed a bit more wood in here. What I've done, a little modification, I've cut that window out that I said I would, so that I can feed wood in from the side without taking the griddle off, just to keep adding fuel. Now, one of my viewers who has a channel that is very proficient at using these things for cooking has said that there's no need to do that. You know, if you gauge your fuel versus the food that you're cooking correctly, then you know you don't need to add extra fuel. Point taken, mate, totally agree. But for me, this won't just be used as a hobo stove for cooking on in the winter. You know, when I'm under my teepee tarpaulin here, I can, after I finish cooking with it, I can then keep the fire going by adding firewood for flames for heat. So it's, for me, it's dual purpose. It's not just going to be used for cooking. So I appreciate what you're saying, mate, but for me that works. So that's what I've done, and that's the reason why I've done it. Anyway, another quick one basically is the old dreaded beans, campfire beans. Bit bland, bit boring, you know, let's be honest, we've all had too many beans. But don't forget trying this little hack. Add some brown sauce, spice things up a bit, makes them less boring. That's always one of my favourites. Chop up a salami sausage as per noodles, especially the hot fiery ones. Get some of that in there. Adds a little bit of salt, a little bit of chilli, nice mod. Barbecue sauce, don't be frightened of a squeeze of that in your beans. Again, changes the dynamics of the flavour. Balsamic vinegar, a few splashes of that in your baked beans, happy days. And last but not least, my favourite, other than garlic and salts and mustard and all the rest of it, chilli obviously, is the traditional old-fashioned OXO cube. I keep these in my brew kit, you know, so that you can make a hot cup of brown when you've run out of coffee or tea, or if you just want something different. You know, an OXO cube makes a nice gravy type, bovril type drink. But in a standard tin of beans, half an OXO cube, don't use it all because it'll be too sickly, but just get your OXO cube and open it up. Take your foil home with you at all times, obviously, and break that bad boy roughly in half. Put that bit to one side and just sprinkle it into your beans, like so. Beautiful. Give that a good old stir in and bring it back to the heat, and it's amazing how that little bit of seasoning, or whatever you want to call it, adds such a different dimension to the flavour of basic boring old campfire baked beans. You know, if you've never tried that before, that is one that I do recommend, is the old OXO cube on your beans, or in your beans. Highly recommend that. Top little tip, really. Let's give this a bit of a stir. Warm it through again. Don't want these red hot, obviously. I want to get them down me without burning myself, but I do want them cooked through. Already, just by doing that, it just makes it look more dark, more creamy. It's strange, you know, just adding half an OXO cube. If you've got time to prep, chopped onions, as daft as it sounds, a few chopped onions, a bit of garlic, some sea salt, brown pepper, some dried chilies. That's a good combination. But just basic campfire grub, you know, you can't go wrong with this. So let's give this a go. Get me other glove. Let's see how we go here. Oh yeah, it makes a hell of a difference. It just adds a nice savoury twist to otherwise bland, boring baked beans. Highly recommend it, very nice. Excuse me, yeah. So, I'm going to get the rest of this grub down me while it's still nice and piping hot. Hope you find some of these little tips and tricks useful, if not entertaining, you know. Give it a go, see what you all think. Take care out there. Until the next time, Mad Dog signing off. Yeah!